admin@Amazon. Logging in with password is roots. So did you guys install the software the organizers provide you? How many of you have this software?
Actually, this is Raghu. I don't have the software yet. I'm still waiting for it. They said they'll install it today.
Okay. Okay, fine. This is to organizer. Actually, students has this session. Okay, on the day we have created our application called sales. Okay, and this is the organization. This is the the unit layer. Sorry, division layer, under which we have application. So work is the place where we are going to create our work related stuff. Okay, so let's take a simple example today, and we'll start with the development with that application. Okay, let's take okay. Let's take this is a very simple thought, right? Okay, so where we have to provide our details. Okay, if we click on next, it will go to the respective managers, and it will start creating our account as early as possible. Okay, so let's create this screen. Okay, so where we have to provide the name, mobile number, Aadhaar, PAN, and then we have to click on submit. So details will be saved and given to the manager. Okay, this is a very simple example. So we'll start our session today with this. Okay. So for this, what we have to do is, okay, in Pega we have to create what we call it as for properties. The properties are nothing but these PAN number, full name, last name. These are all nothing fields. We call it as here as a properties. So what these properties will do is the properties can hold the value which entered by the user. Okay, so I'm passing my details like full name, first name, last name, Aadhaar card, PAN number. These are all okay. These values, whenever I entered, these properties will hold my values. Okay, and whenever I give an action, okay, so I'll take it from them. So the properties are nothing but fields, and where they can hold values. And second thing is section. Sections are nothing but sections can give a look and feel and can adjust the layouts, the different layouts we have in sections. Okay, it give a look and feel of the properties that we have created. So sections are where we can represent our properties in sections. Sections are nothing but a HTML5 supported UI. We call it as a user interface. And further we create a flow action. Flow actions are nothing but where it can take our flow from step 1 to step 2. Okay, it will forward the flow, okay, from starting to ending. So that is nothing but flow action. Any actions can be taken under flow action. So thereafter we create a flow. From there we create a work. Okay, so flow is nothing but how the workflow will go. How the workflow will go. So then the all structure when we created in flow. So our work can be created in a flow. Okay, so I'll just describe this one by one. Physically, I'll just show you. Again, I'll explain you what is the importance of each one. Okay, so let's create. Our first job is to create a properties. I'm creating. Just give a right click on the class that we have created. Give a right click on the class, create. data model and the property. Okay. Are you getting these recordings by any chance, Raghu or someone?
When you mean recordings, after the training is completed?
Are you getting recordings?
Yes, I'm getting it.
Okay.
Yeah, we are only done with one class, which I received, and I hope I'll receive this one also.
Okay, fine. No, I just you have to note it down. Otherwise, so that is the reason I'm asking. Okay, if the record is coming to you, then it's okay, no problem. You need not to
we are
note
getting
down.
the record.
Yeah. Okay, fine. So create data model and the property. Okay, full name. I have given full name and create a note. Okay, this is the game. It will open. Okay, so then we have an option to change the property type. Okay, what is meant by property type? The property type is how the data, the data format is nothing but the property type. If you want, if we can change and see the other what are the available. You can change from text to date, date and time, decimal, double, identifier, integer, or the password encrypted password, text encrypted, time of the day, true or false. So any of the data types lands under the same category. Okay. So for this we have to take whichever format is suitable for us. Okay. For full name, text is a data type we have to take. So let's create save. Okay. I've created full name. Let's close this and let's refresh this. So we can see that the created item here. I've refreshed, so we can see data model option has been created here and full name. So where I have to create other things also, right? So I can directly come here and start create. And let's say I have to give DOB. I have entered DOB. So for the DOB, I should not take text. I have to take the date. So I have taken date. Okay. So if I refresh this, I'll get DOB here. You can see, right? So then again create mobile. So what I'm doing here, I'm creating a fields, where user can enter and see the at the runtime user can see and enter his values and submit. Okay. So for mobile is a integer. It's an integer. Okay. I've created a mobile. Let's take salary. Salary is an amount. Amount, will come in a decimal format. It may be integer also, but amount, will take dot paisa also. So that's the reason we have to take them into decimal.
But if you take it as a decimal, what if we enter only an integer like 10,000 or 20,000 or whatever?
No problem. It takes both. It supports integer format and as well as decimal format. Both it will support. Okay. So let's take very simple example. have taken these 4 fields. Okay, we call it as a properties here. Okay, so these properties I have to refer them in sections as we discussed. Our second job is to create section and refer the properties in section. Okay. So let's create a section. Give a right click on the class, create, user interface, and section. And here user details. Okay. So it is open. So as we discussed, section is a HTML5 supported environment. Okay, so the backend for this section is HTML5 script. Okay, so where we have different layouts here. Okay, where we can represent our properties or any of the links, buttons, or any of the images. Anything can be shown by using sections. If you want to show user anything to the user, we have to show them through sections only. There is no other options to show user. Okay, so here we have a different layouts, okay, where we can represent our properties. Okay, so these are all cut, copy, paste. If you want to add any other row, or if you want to delete, if you want to add columns, these will support, these actions will support. And this is just a wireframe, not as much important. So here we have these 3 are the main: history, basic, advanced are main. Okay, if you see the layout option, these many layouts that we have. What is meant by layout is just like a phrases, okay, where we can show our information, our fields. We can design in a layout format. Okay, and we have a basic controls. These are all controls, like you can display, text, button, image, radio buttons, anything we can give. And the advanced is where we can start label, autocomplete, paragraph, menu. These are all well taken to advanced. Okay. So now our job is to give the properties which we have created. For this, we have to take a dynamic layout. Already a dynamic layout is there, but if you want to take a new dynamic layout, just press it, hold it, layout. Okay, whenever you get a red mark, orange mark, so just drop it over there. Then you'll get options like which of the layout you want to select. So for usability and frequently, so then we can use the dynamic layout. If you want a repeating layout, so we will go for the repeating layout. Repeating layout is for showing multiple records at a time. That I'll cover later. These are all very rare cases that we use column layout and freeform layout. Okay, just select the dynamic layout. So let's give this here. Okay, so let's have a selected full name. Just hold this. Okay, you will get a navigation symbol here. Whenever you hover the mouse on the dots, okay, you will get a navigation symbol. Just hold it and place it here. That's it. Okay, so you have to hold it and place it in the dynamic layout. Okay, next is date of birth. Just hold it, come here, and you'll get a second option, second row option, paste it here. Okay, so is there any way that you can apart from drag and drop? Yes, there is a way. Just hold this, come to basic, come to text input, hold it, come here. Okay, but how can I link my mobile or salary to this one? Okay, the same way how we linked, how the default is linked. If you come here and open the settings of full name, you can see the property name already given here. So the same way you have to give there also. So I have taken an empty control, right? Okay, I did not drag and drop the mobile. Okay, now come here and give it down arrow. Okay, we'll get the options. Like select mobile and submit. This will change it to mobile. Okay. If you want to, drag and drop salary, select control, salary drag and drop. But if you change the settings here, see, you can see the salary already given. So that's how we have to give the look and feel. Okay, or we have to arrange our things in a proper way. Section will be very useful to show the records. Okay, I've saved it. Our immediate job is to create a flow action. Okay, user interface has been created. Now flow action. Create, process, and flow action. Flow action, as we discussed, flow action is created for moving the flow with any of the actions are provided. Okay, so we have an option to give the section which we have created. Okay, just give a down arrow and you will see the sections which are all created under this class. Okay, we have till now we have only one section. I'm passing the same. So apart from this, we have other validations also. Actions, we have many on this flow action. At this point of time, I cannot share that with you. But in future, when the opportunity comes, when we're talking a new example, then I'll tell you. Okay, what is the importance of validation? What is the importance of these actions, security, everything I'll tell you in future. So till now, our job is to display whatever we have created a section. So I'm saving this. So just to create our workflow. Okay. So our next job is to create a workflow. This one. So where we can see our work with using flow. Apart from that, we cannot see our work, process, flow. So flow is having a bunch of shapes, okay, where each shape represent some meaning, some specification where it has. So we have a lot of shapes here. Each shape has its own responsibility to perform the job. Okay, so we have many shapes here. So we'll discuss in future what is a significant shape for a requirement, everything. Okay. So for now, this is a assignment shape. Okay. You see here, this is assignment shape. Assignment shape is useful for whenever you're passing some work to the user, then you can take a job of assignment shape. Okay. So in order to represent or in order to give a job to the user, okay, so then you will select a assignment shape. So the assignment shape, the connector, this is a connector shape, and this is the start shape, and this is the end shape. Okay. So now what we can do is anything which is coming from the assignment shape, the connector shape which is coming from the assignment shape, you have to select and view properties and select the flow action. Okay. So we have given a flow action. Anything that assignment shape, after that a connector flow action, anything which is coming to end shape, we have to take that one and provide the flow action. Okay. So here what we have done, we have created properties. Properties are referred in section. section is reporting flow action is reporting flow. Okay, so let's create a work here, a work. Then we will see what are the jobs that we have given and how we are going to perform. For that, what we have to do, we have to go to process and select this, create new work object. What does it mean by work object? Okay, if you go to any of the local supermarkets or any of the hotels or wherever it is, okay, you will get a bill, right? So on top of that bill, okay, you will get a serial number or bill number. Okay. Get a bill number. Or if you go to any of the local banks, and where if you are applying for a loan, you will get a loan ID. Okay. If you open for a bank, you will get a account ID, account number. Okay. For any of the account you want to open, you will get a account number. Okay. If you open for a credit card, you will have your own credit card number. Okay. Why we have to have a serial number or bill number, loan ID, account number? Okay. This is the primary information of a particular job. Okay, if you're taking a bill, the bill is represented with a bill number or serial number. Okay, if you're taking a loan, your complete loan is referenced by using a loan ID. Okay, if you're transacting here and there, or you're managing the banking, okay, you have to have an account number, because account number is a reference for your entire banking history, right? The same way, if you're performing any of the job, you have to have a work object. Okay, work object is nothing but where you can refer all your work level information by using work object. Okay, did you understand what is meant by work object?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Just come here, change it to UI case management, because it's just only for personal edition. Yeah, just saved it. Okay, let's run. Okay, now we have created everything. Now we have to see the output. Okay, whatever we have created, we'll see the output. Come to action and run. Here we go. So can you see this? We have full name, date of birth, mobile number, and salary. Okay. So user will enter the details and submit. Just like a first screen, entry level screen. Okay, how it should behave, I'll just show you. Okay, this is the work object information. So if anybody want to refer my details, or whoever entered details, okay, it will be referred with C28, C-28. Okay, that is the importance of work object. So I'm just passing my details. Kumar, date of birth, I'll select something. Okay. Okay. This is how I enter. I'll submit this. Okay. So if you see here, if you see the flow, and after the flow action, nothing is here. It's an end, right? It's dead end shape. So that's the reason it did not go to anywhere. Okay. We always have to have a multiple shapes, and thereafter we can add a end shape. Okay. In that case, it will take us to different level. But here, nothing is there. End shape is only placed, right? Then it ends here. you can see this work object or case information, whatever we have entered. Okay, user can verify this. Okay, so this is how we're going to work it, right? So for this, whatever we have done, I'll just re-explain to you one more time. So we have created a properties. Properties are nothing but values that holds. Okay, we entered, right? So this information, full name, DOB, whenever we enter, whatever the user entered, these values will be held by the properties. With this is held by the full name. This is value is held by the DOB. Okay, like that we have values. Okay, that's nothing but which holds by properties. Sections. Sorry, have anybody have doubt?
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
See, under properties, we are actually trying to hold the details, okay? But if the details are entered incorrectly or if you're not looking for that value, so there will be an error message, right?
Yes,
like for
yes.
name, if we enter a number, then there will be the error message also. Where do we enter that error message?
The error message is coming under validation. So whenever we come to validation concept, so there I can explain. Okay. So yeah, good question. Okay. So there we can check not only error message for the incorrect data. Suppose if I take full name is a required field. Full name is a mandatory field. Okay.
Yes.
So without entering the full name, user cannot pass it to submit. So how can we take those actions? Everything can be covered under validation concept. Okay, we have a concept for validation. There we can cover. Thank you. So sections are nothing but where we can design the created fields here. Okay, so different layouts we have, different controls that we have. Each can be represented its own significance of control. Okay, and the advanced will come to know in future. What is the advanced shape? Different shapes. And sections are nothing but it's an user interface format, HTML5 represented format, and where we can arrange our data, the required fields data here, and make it possible to give it to user. And the flow action. The flow action is nothing but till now where we can discuss about the flow action is just to take the flow from to forward the flow. Okay, so whenever we entered, right, we entered some details and submit. So flow action is responsible for moving the data, okay, to end level. So flow is nothing but flow. We have many options in flow, but to this example, whatever we discussed is we have created a work object. Work object is nothing but it's a representation of, it's a ID of a particular job where we have created, and we have assignment shape, and from the assignment shape we have passed a flow action and the end shape. So our job is to show whatever we have created, the properties and section and flow action in the flow that we have created and executed the same manner. So apart from this, we have many shapes to, for each shape it has own significance. So whenever based on the example we'll come to know, we'll experience the different shapes, whatever we have in Pega, right? So I expect you to go through this recording and follow these steps and execute in the same manner. Okay. If you have any doubts, we can discuss. Otherwise, we'll wind up this session and we'll continue tomorrow. And there's a very simple example where we can start with. Yeah, Raghu, you have doubt?
No, I don't have.
Okay, fine. That is cool. And